Ginger's botanical name is Zingiber officinale, and it belongs to the Zingiberaceae family. It is an herbaceous perennial, but commercially we grow it as an annual crop. The economic part of ginger is the rhizome, which is an underground stem, not a root. This distinction defines everything in ginger farming. A rhizome stores energy, produces buds, and expands laterally. It is both the planting material and the harvest. When a ginger plant is stressed, the stress directly affects the rhizome, the part we eventually sell. Ginger does not give second chances. That is why it must always be grown in a system where the root zone is engineered, not guessed. Key points to note. Botanical name: Zingiber officinale. Family: Zingiberaceae. Economic part: rhizome, underground stem. Same organ equals planting material plus harvest. Root zone stress ails direct yield loss. For the first 60 to 90 days, ginger is not producing harvestable rhizomes. During this phase, the planted rhizome is actually spending stored energy, not gaining it. The plant focuses on building leaves and stems to create a strong photosynthetic system. Only after a healthy canopy is established does the plant switch to rhizome, multiplication and bulking. If oxygen is low, moisture is excessive, or disease pressure exists during this early phase, the plant never develops the capacity to bulk properly later. Even if conditions improve, yield potential is already capped. This is why ginger crops often look healthy above ground but fail at harvest. The damage happens silently underground. Key points to note. First, 60-90 days decide final yield. Early stage ails canopy building, not rhizome growth. Stress in early stage is irreversible. Ginger remembers early mistakes. Ginger is a tropical plant, but it is very sensitive to extremes. It prefers stable warmth, moderate humidity, and, most importantly, no water stagnation around the rhizome. Open field conditions cannot guarantee this stability. Polyhouse cultivation allows us to maintain temperature and humidity within the biological comfort zone of ginger, reducing stress and disease pressure. Key points to note. Optimal temperature: 22 to 30 degrees. Stress above 35 degrees. Preferred humidity: 65 to 80%. Root zone must never remain waterlogged. Climate stability equals yield stability. Grow bags are not just a convenience system for ginger, they are a biological match. In grow bags, excess water drains quickly and air re-enters the media within hours. Oxygen availability remains high even after irrigation. Polyhouses remove rainfall completely from the equation. Irrigation becomes intentional and measurable. Together, grow bags and polyhouses convert ginger farming from a weather-dependent gamble into a root zone-controlled system. More oxygen at the rhizome level directly improves growth, health, and yield. Key points to note. Grow bags improve drainage and aeration. Polyhouse removes rainfall stress. Each bag acts as an isolated unit. Oxygen availability is the main advantage. Pure cocopeat is not ideal for ginger because it holds too much water. Ginger needs moisture with air, not saturation. A well-balanced grow bag mix improves drainage, oxygen availability, and microbial health. This directly reduces rhizome rot and improves yield consistency. Recommended media composition: cocopeat 60 to 65%, perlite or coarse sand 20 to 25%. Well-decomposed compost/vermicompost, 10 to 15%. Media parameters. Media EC. Els aanval waarvan MS alcina. Media pH 5.8, 6.5. Grow bag size and spacing. Decide how much oxygen each plant receives. Bags that are too small restrict rhizome expansion. Bags that are too close reduce airflow and increase humidity at the base. With 25-30 liter grow bags and 45x45 cm spacing, we can comfortably maintain 25,000 on 30,000 grow bags per acre under polyhouse conditions. This density balances canopy growth, rhizome expansion, and oxygen replenishment. Key numbers to remember: bag size 25 to 30 L, spacing 45 or 45 centimeter, plants per acre 25K, 30K. The biggest mistake in ginger cultivation is over-irrigation. Ginger does not want wet media. It wants consistently moist, oxygen-rich media. Drip irrigation is ideal because it allows small, frequent applications. If a grow bag remains heavy for many hours after irrigation, oxygen is already depleted. Key points to note: over-irrigation causes rhizome rot. Drip irrigation is mandatory. Short, frequent irrigation cycles. Root oxygen recovery is critical. Ginger is often overfed. Excess nitrogen produces lush foliage but weak rhizomes. Fertigation must be stage-wise and controlled. Typical nutrient targets. Vegetative stage, EC, 1.5-1.8 rhizome bulking. EC, 2.0-2.5 nutrient solution, pH 5.8-6.5 potassium. Improves rhizome size and firmness. Calcium improves cell strength and reduces rot incidence. Key points to note: more fertilizer, more yield. Nitrogen excess reduces rhizome quality. Potassium is critical for bulking. Protected cultivation reduces pest pressure but does not eliminate it. Early detection is critical because stressed plants invite infection. Common pests: thrips, aphids, shoot borers. Integrated monitoring and timely action prevent economic loss. Most ginger diseases are triggered by moisture stress. Rhizome rot and soft rot develop underground and are difficult to control once established. Prevention is always more effective than cure. Major diseases to watch for: rhizome rot, soft rot, bacterial wilt. Ginger communicates quietly. A uniform canopy usually indicates healthy rhizome development. Patchy growth or sudden yellowing often signals root zone problems. Grow bags allow rapid isolation and correction, which is impossible in open fields. Key signals: uniform growth yields healthy roots. Patchy growth yields oxygen or disease issue. Sudden yellowing yields root failure. When we talk about ginger yield, we must be very clear about what form of ginger we are measuring. Fresh ginger yield and dry ginger yield are not the same, and confusing the two often leads to unrealistic expectations. Fresh ginger contains a very high percentage of moisture, typically 75 to 80% water. When ginger is processed into dry ginger, most of this moisture is removed. As a result, the final dry ginger weight is only a fraction of the fresh weight. This is not a loss. It is a normal and expected conversion. Understanding this conversion is critical for planning harvest strategy, pricing, and market selection. In grow bag polyhouse systems, Because rhizomes are healthier and less diseased, the conversion efficiency is more consistent compared to open field ginger. Key yield numbers to note. Fresh ginger yield per grow bag 0.8, 1.2 kg. Fresh ginger yield per acre 25k, 30k bags 20, 30 tons. Average moisture content in fresh ginger 75 to 80%. Fresh to dry conversion ratio 4:1 to 1. This means 4 to 5 kg fresh ginger, 1 kg dry ginger, 20 tons fresh ginger, 4 to 5 tons dry ginger, 30 tons fresh ginger, 6-7 tons dry ginger. Growers targeting the dry ginger market should not chase higher fresh weight alone. What matters is rhizome density, fiber development, and dry matter content, all of which improve when ginger is grown with good oxygen availability and controlled moisture. This is why grow bag ginger under polyhouse conditions performs better for dry ginger processing. Not because it produces more water weight, but because it produces better quality solids. Dry ginger is produced from mature rhizomes. Proper processing adds value and market flexibility. Steps involved: washing light peeling, slicing or splitting, shade or controlled drying. Target final moisture 8-10%. Well-dried ginger breaks cleanly and has strong aroma. Proper storage prevents mold and preserves quality. Grow bag ginger performs better here due to lower disease load at harvest. At Zingiber Agro, ginger is not treated as a risky crop. It is treated as an engineered system. By aligning plant biology with polyhouse climate control, oxygen-rich grow bags, balanced nutrition, and realistic plant density, ginger becomes predictable and scalable. This is why it stands as our second flagship crop, next only to turmeric.